there was a championship, and we don't get to celebrate it with Messi and Inter Miami. But the White House, that there's going to be a White House visit, but not a parade. So they're doing this wrong.
Yeah, it seems weird, right? You got to have a parade first. And the parade should have been a month after the season ended. They blew it, and now they're going to the White House. I just hope that they've learned, Inter Miami has learned its lesson from USA men's hockey to not get too chummy and do anything that's going to blow up in their face.
I wouldn't be too hopeful there. The parade point is a good one because, you know, the sports fan answer to a team making a big deal of deciding whether or not to go to the White House is, well, it's tradition. So is having a championship parade, and they went to an Indian tour instead. Like Messi toured India. There wasn't so we are beholden to this championship celebration tradition, but not the more traditional one. This story actually made me look up, like, how often did this happen? Because I remembered the Golden State Warriors, and it was a big deal because they were the first team to kind of break that tradition. But then it became fairly commonplace. Now, I know there was a pandemic in the middle of that, but the Eagles in 2018 decided not to go. I had forgotten entirely that the Georgia Bulldogs said, no thanks, Joe Biden, we won't be attending. And in this world, where there is a headline that'll blow you out of the newspapers every 12 hours, I don't see this being such a huge blowback. And look, this is an international team, so it is a little bit different. This is not, even though it's an American champion and they have proud Cuban-American owners, which I do think matters in terms of this decision, they're not totally beholden to this. I'm curious to see how this falls on David Beckham, because I actually think he stands to lose the most here, given how unpopular. Look, Trump is super unpopular in this country. He's even more unpopular in his country. And David Beckham bringing his class and credibility into that White House, being seen in a photo op in this time in history, I think it's going to be most difficult for him to navigate. Messi has had all sorts of endorsement deals with different countries. He's like Ronaldo. No one projects morality onto Messi.